Okay, so round 3 begins. This is what we have here. The defenders lined up, and the German-Italian force is approaching. I'm going to pick up one dice. The Americans first. The tank is going to fire at the anti-tank weapon. The American tank has 2 pins, so it's going to take a morale test for this one. It's 10 minus 2, 8. Needs 8 or better to pass. 5, so it passed. 1 pin is minimized, so next round they only have 1 pin so far. And they're going to fire 1 shot at the from here through here. They're firing at the 88. And let's see what we're going to roll. I'm going to roll the dice right here. So they need 4, 5, or 6 to hit. Oh, they got a 3. Damn it, they missed. Okay. The machine gun on the top is going to fire. Well, they cannot really fire. It's not clear line of sight to fire anything. So the tank is done. Next, the Germans. This unit is going to charge and attack this position. They are within 6 inches from the sandbag, so technically they are overrunning these guys. So we're going to put them right here for now. And this is an artillery unit, so they don't have reactive fire really, but I'll give them 2 handguns, pistols, okay, just to be on the fair side. So we go 2 shots. Let's see if they kill. They don't. Well, they killed 1 guy. Okay, we take out 1 casualty here. So there goes a rifleman, and then of course these guys are wiped out. I don't think I even have to roll this, but I'm gonna do the machine gun. That's 5 shots. 4 and 5. All these are kills here. You see already 3. We don't need to worry about. So this team is wiped out, and we take out 1 American dice. So these guys take over the position here. And next, guys. Americans. So the lieutenant is ordering this team to fall inside the house, these 5 men. As a matter of fact, we're not going to do that. Instead, what they're going to do is train their weapons at this team right here, and they can all reach. It is about 14 inches. So we have 2 BARs, that's 6, and 2 rifles. 8 shots at the Germans right here. They need 4, 5, and 6 to kill. We got 6, 6, 5, 5, 5. Oh, wow. 3, 4, 5, 6 kills. I don't need to roll this, but let's see. Yeah, 6 kills. That's a lot of kills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this team has to take a morale check because they lost more than half of their men already. They need a... what is that? Well, they have 1 pin already. There were 9 to begin with. Now they need 8 to pass. 8 or better. Oh, look at that. They're out. Actually, this is a double 6. So now let's see what we get. On 1 or 2 is the full bar. So as you see, we got double 6. So the unit fails their morale check and they're completely removed from the game. They're destroyed. And therefore we have the first German dice or I guess that's a victory point for the Americans too, but the Americans lost one previously. Next, Americans. So this dice was for them. We did say, I'm sorry, I wanted to say the lieutenant orders this team and the machine gun team, and we have one more American coming up. So the lieutenant and one more team here. So the machine gun team is going to fire their weapons, their weapon at this team over here. 5 shots. They kill on 4, 5, and 6. These guys are technically not behind the sandbag. It will have been from here. They are still exposed to the enemy fire from the sides here. And we're going to roll 5 dice for the machine gun. 4, 5, and 6 kills. Close range, 3, 4, 5, 6 kills. Let's see what we get. 6 and 3. 2 dead. Let's see if this is a significant hit. No, it's not. Okay, so 2 riflemen are dead here. 1, 2, and they also had a pin from before. Now they have 2 pins. Okay. Germans. The tank is going to fire its cannon at the how about we do this? We're going to fire the cannon at this team right here, this whole team, this whole area, okay? First the cannon. So we're going to be rolling the dice. They need 4, 5, or 6 to hit. Oh man, they got a 2. That sucks for them. But the machine gun, 5 shots, is going to fire also at the same location, firing at the troops behind the sandbag. There, those are the guys right there. It's going to fire at them. Anywhere here, this is one squad just spread out behind this cover. So here we go. Rolling the dice. And we got 5, 5, 6, 4. Now -2 for the hard cover. So 4 minus, okay, so we have 6. Yeah, 6. So we need 6 to hit, to kill. And we got 1 kill. Let's see if it's significant. No, it's not. So we take out 1 rifleman. And that group is going to take 1 pin now. It is 1 pin for them. Next up, the Americans. This group is going to fire their weapons at these Italians here. These are tough fighters, so -1 to kill. But they're close range, so it's 4 plus 1 minus 1, so still 4 to kill. We have rifle, BAR, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 shots. 11 shots at the Italian Special Forces. 4, 6, 7, 9, 11. So right here I'm going to roll the dice. What do we say? It's 5 and 6, right? 5 and 6 kills. Tough fighters, -1. Close this. 4, 5, and 6. So these are all the kills. Look at that. 5 men. Let's see if this is significant. No. So 5 men are killed. And these guys, I believe, they stay on the table because they're tough fighters. Take out these and the rifleman. 5 killed. Okay, this guy too. So the German guy, the machine gun, and the Italian stays. Alrighty. Next roll. We have this guy. Germans. Okay. This weapon, this vehicle is gonna fire on the roof of that house, firing the machine gun. 4, 5, or 6 to hit. They got a 2. They missed. Germans again. This team is going to fire their weapons. So 5 for the light machine gun, 6, 7, 6, and let's see if this guy can reach the machine gunner. 6. Yep, he can reach them. 7, 8 shots. 8 shots at the troops behind the sandbags. 6, 7, 8. So 4 minus 2, so 6. They get 6 shots. They need a 6 in order to kill. Let's see what we get. No 6s, so they failed. Next, another German die. The officer here is gonna order his troops, these 2 teams, to advance. Actually, yeah, this team is going to fire on the roof. Opa! Oh my goodness, look at that. And the other team is going to advance. So here we go. These guys are going to run 12 inches. They go about here. So here we have 2 dice used with him. That speeds up the turn. Here's 1 dice, and then the other dice, they're going to be firing the weapon. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 loader. Okay, so 11 plus I have a mortar. So I'm going to fire the mortar. They're going to try to put it on top of the roof here. 4. That's a miss. Yes. I believe 6 might be what you need for the mortar to hit, and next time is 5, so this applies for them as well. So it went somewhere off to the side, say. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 5, 11 shots. 5 for the machine gun. We're going to do the machine gun first. Look at that, 6, that's a kill. So these guys take 1 casualty, 1 more pin, so they have 5. And they have their first casualty. So 1 man is dead. I'll put these dice there to indicate that. And then we're gonna roll another 6 shots for the rifles. We need a 6 to kill because they're behind the wall, hard cover. Look at this, 2 more dead. So they have 3 down, 3 dead, and they take 1 more pin here, so that's 6. Actually, I'm sorry, they don't take 1 more pin, they have 5 because it's the total from the squad that they get. So this platoon essentially has activated except for the track. Let's see, now the next team here, the officer is going to give order to the machine gun to fire at the troops behind the sandbags. So I'm going to be firing 5 shots. I'm going to do it right here. They need a 6 to kill. And look at that, I have 2 kills. Let's see if it's significant. Nothing. So 2 of the troops here are out and they take a pin marker. So we take the 2 riflemen out. And 1 pin here. Next round. Well. No, it's the Germans again because the officer ordered the machine gun, and also he's going to order the little half-track to fire. It's going to fire at the guys on the roof. 5 shots, and again we have a 6 to kill because it's hard cover behind that concrete wall. There is a 6. Let's see. It doesn't matter, it's a machine gun. So they take 1 pin and they have 1 casualty here as well. So the machine gun on the roof takes 1 pin and 1 guy is shot dead. There you go. Germans again. The 88 is going to fire. The 88 is going to fire back at the tank over there. They need a 6 to hit. Let's see, oops, if they can get anything. Six to hit, right here, I'm gonna roll it. Oh, 1, they missed. Okay. Americans. this anti-tank weapon, at this point it turns out to be anti-tank, is going to fire at this vehicle, and they need a 4, 5, or 6 to hit, but they have to pass a morale check. They have 4 points, so it was a 9 minus 4, 5, so they need 5 or less to make it. I'm going to roll it here, and I believe there is an officer nearby. Yes, the officer gives them a morale boost of 1, so they need 6 or better to make it. Right here, I'm going to roll it. 7, they failed. Oh man. Okay, so nothing happens there. Next, Germans again. This tank is going to fire at that structure over here. So they need 4, 5, or 6 to hit it. Let's see what we get. 2. Wow, they failed. But the machine gun is going to fire also on top of the roof. And that one will have 5 dice. And they need a 6 to kill. Because, oh, there's a 6. Here you go. So they have another kill here and another pin. So this team takes another pin. They lost 2 of their men. Now, another German dies. This team is going to move up. They're gonna run. They have to pass a morale check, but the officer is near, so technically their morale check is yeah. Well, let's see what they get. 9, and they are 10 minus 1, so they passed it. So this is removed, and they will advance 12 inches from the first guy. They go right up to them, right here. They're ready to be killed next round. Alright. Next, the Americans. The sniper team is going to fire their weapon, aiming at the... what they have, let's see. They cannot see the officer here. They can fire at the NCO of this group. They need a 6 to kill. 3. Nothing. Alright. Germans. The German sniper is going to fire, trying to kill the American sniper. So here we go. We need a 6 to kill. Or one of the 2 members of the team there. It's a 4. Americans again. This time the mortar is going to fire, but they need to pass a morale check. They're going to fire all the way down here at the 88. As you see right here, the 88. They need a 5 or better to hit it. But they have to pass a morale check first. And I'm going to roll the dice here. They have 3 pins. So what is that? It's 9, 7, 6. They need 6 or better to pass. And they passed. So we're going to reduce one of their pins. Next time they have 2 pins. They're going to be firing at the 88. I'm going to roll 1 die here, and they need 5 or better to hit. Oh, I'm sorry, 5 or 6 to hit. It's a 5, so they hit it. And now we take this template. Pretty much the mortar is that's a heavy mortar, so there you go. Boom. Takes out the whole squad. 88 is destroyed, these guys are killed, and this dice is lost. Gone. I'll just take it out of the table. Americans again. This half track is going to move 8 inches. And it's going to fire at the troops. The 50 cal is going to fire at these troops right here. 5 shots, -1 for moving, so 4 -1. And these guys are up exposed in an exposed field here, so it will be 4 hitting on 5. 5s right here. I'm gonna roll it, hit him on 5s, and look at that, 1 casualty. So these guys take 1 more pin, so they have now 3 pins, and they lose 1 more rifleman. Now Germans again. The officer is gonna move up. Actually, the officer is gonna stay down. He's not gonna move up. I'll change that. He's gonna move behind the truck, so he still has cover right here. Next, Germans again. This squad here is going to move out. They're gonna run to this position right here. So we'll move them right here. There they go. Americans. This team is gonna try to activate. They have a 3 morale check, so 9, 8, 6 plus the officer is near, so they need 7 or better or less to activate, and they passed their morale check. So there goes 1 point down. So I have 2. I'm sorry, these are correction. 5 plus 1, but look at this, they have a 5. They have a 5 because they lost 3 of their guys. They have a 5 minus a 4, so they still pass. Actually, they still pass the check. So this one lone guy is going to fire his machine gun at these troops right here. And let's see what we get. 5 dice. Maybe that's the last time the machine gun is going to fire this game. So they're firing at the German troops right here. 5 dice. And they need 4, 5, and 6 to kill. 5, 5, and 4. So they kill 3 troops. 1, 2, 3. We're almost done with round 3. Germans again. They have to, whatever. This track is going to stay in place. The Americans now. This team is going to fire their weapons, so they can reach with the machine gun as well. This team, so they have 3 plus 2, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 shots. 14 shots at this squad right here. These are 4 men only, so it's a small squad, so it's 4 minus 1 for small team. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 there, 14. Okay, so minus 1 for being a small team. So we have 5 and 6 kills. Oh man, that's a bad shot here. 5, 5, and 5. Well, 3 dead. Pretty much this squad is wiped out. 1, 2. So we take the NCO. We'll leave the NCO, but let's take a morale check for them here. Let's see what they get. 6. They're out. They're out of the game because they already got pins. So this squad is destroyed, and therefore this dice is out of the game as well. Now, very few actions left now. Another American dice. The officer here, he can't do much. They don't have anything else. The medic cannot do anything, it just stays in the house. And then 1 German dice again, that would be for this team here. They're going to fire their weapons. 2, 4. They do have a 1 pin marker here, but that's a waste of time to even roll. They will pass their tough fighters. So they're going to fire 4 shots at the guys behind the sandbag. They need 6 to kill, and they did kill 1. Let's see. That's it. So 1 more rifleman is dead. Now next, Germans again. Who hasn't gone yet? Well, we need to assign 1 for the truck. Oh, this team right here. So this team again is going to, let's see, they're going to advance halfway. No, they're not going to advance halfway. They're going to just fire their weapons from here. They have rifles and machine gun, LMG, so it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shots, 10 shots. At the guys behind the structure there, the sandbags, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shots. They kill on 6. Let's see what we get here. 6, 1 kill. Not significant. So another rifleman is dead. This poor guy is out. And they take 1 more pin. These guys have taken actually 3 pins so far. They've been hit quite a lot. So it'll be harder for the next round for them to activate. Germans again, so we'll assign this one to the truck. Americans, so the other half truck, actually, that team is gonna stay on the roof right now. I'm keeping them in reserve here. The plan is if anybody crosses through here, they're gonna fire, or through here, they're gonna be able to fire them. Germans next. We're gonna assign this to this truck here, and 1 more the Americans. That will be the bazooka team. They cannot shoot anything from there. They're gonna stay here, and so is the other bazooka team. And that concludes our 3rd round. And see what happens on the 4th round. All right.
Okay.
Round 4 is next. Okay. First die. It's the Germans. This team is going to assault that group. So we're going to be having, okay, let me see, 3 and 3, 6, 7, 8. They're just too close, so 8 shots. The Americans may fire first. Well, they will pass the morale check. What do we have? Yep, 7. They have 1 pin marker, so they do make it. So they will respawn and fire at the Germans. 7 shots. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm sure these guys are dead, most likely. Yep. 3 also kills, so they're all dead. This team, too close of a goal. This team is wiped out. These guys have already played, but I did. Okay, I'm gonna draw another dice. Germans again. This time the half track is going to fire the machine gun at that group over here. 5 shots. They have 3, 4, 5, 6 kills, -2 for the hard cover. 5 and 6. 5 shots. Okay, they're right here. 2 6s and the 5. Let's see if these 2 are significant. No, yeah, 1. So they do kill the BAR guy, and 2 more troops will take out the rifleman. The Americans take 1 more pin here, so we become 4. Where's 4? There is 4. Now just keep them closer together, since they are all hit. Here, stay here. Okay. So 3 dead. Next die up. Americans. We're going to try to fire the mortar. Spotter here is going to call him for the mortar to fire right here, right at the center here. So the mortar team has 2 pins, so they'll take a morale test right here. They need let me see, 9, 7. They need 7 or less to pass, and they passed. So now they have 1 pin remaining, and they will fire One shot hits on a 6. So this team here pretty much is wiped out. So that would be the mortar. It covers all 3 of them. So they take out the medium machine gun. So the LMG is out, and here goes one German guy out. There's a team I took him out. Okay, that was a successful hit for them. So these guys have fired. Next die up. Germans. So this team is going to advance. We're going to get all the way to here. Next dies the Americans. The machine gun team here is going to fire at these troops here, close range, but they do have 2 pin markers. We're going to take a morale check, see if they're going to pass. The officer is also nearby, so they have a -1 for help. Let's see, so it was 9, 8, 7, +1 from the officer, 8 or less to pass. And they pass, so now they have 1 pin marker remaining. They're going to fire the machine gun. That is 5 shots at the Germans nearby. We're going to roll them right here. So we have close range, but they are behind the sandbags, -2. So it's going to be 5 and 6 to kill, but close range +1. So 4, 5, and 6 to kill. So look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4 kills, and 1 is a 6. Let's see, okay, that's fine, not significant. 4 dead. So 1, 2, 3, 4 riflemen out. So that team now has half their troops, and they're going to take a morale check to see if they pass or not. 7. So there were 10 -1, 9. So they passed. Okay, so they stay in the game. Actually, it's part of the total, the morale check. So here we go. But they do have 1 pin, and they suffer a few casualties. Next draw. Germans. So the tank cannot do anything here. It's going to advance. 12, 18. 18 inches is going to go all the way to here. There you go. There's the tank. Next die. Germans. At this point, we're going to have this team. Now the sniper is going to take a shot at the machine gunner over there. So he needs a 6 to hit. And so the sniper team right here, this is the team right here. They're going to fire at the machine gunners. So there's a sniper firing at the machine gunners right here. Or the 1 man. Actually, there are 2 men remaining on this position. So they're going to fire a shot. So here's the dice. They need a 6 to hit. It's a 4. Nothing. Alrighty. Next shot. Americans. The half track over here is going to fire the 50 cal at this team right here. Whoops. Knock 1 guy down. So we have 5 shots. 4, 5. And we hit on 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to roll it right here. 4, 5, and 6 to kill. And look at that. Nothing. Wow. They missed. Next dive. Germans. This team is going to try to pass their... well, actually, the officer, who's behind the truck here, is going to move up behind the tank. So he's under cover. As a matter of fact, we're going to make a move 12 inches behind the sandbags. So he's close to his troops. Now he offers support to those two teams here. Next, this team is going to now activate. They have a morale check bonus from the officer being nearby. They're going to try to activate, and their objective is to go. They're going to be going. Let me see. Moving here, firing at this. No, actually, yep. I'm going to have them move out of the way of that American half track. So they're going to move 6 inches. And at the same time fire at the Americans that are out here. But we have to pass a morale check first. Sorry, I forgot. So here, I'm gonna roll the dice right here. They need 10 minus 3, 7 plus 1, 8. 8 or less to pass. And they pass, so minus 1 pin. And now since they got 5, they pass, minus 1 pin, they're gonna go 6 inches. So they're advancing. But you see they're in very close range, and they're, as a matter of fact, I'm going to make them charge. They're going to just charge, and we have the hand-to-hand combat, but those other guys have already fired their weapons, so pretty much they're going to kill them now. They're going to have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shots. Okay. I don't think there's a chance for the Americans to do anything here. 5 and 5, 10. I'm going to roll it right here on this spot. 10. Anything 2 and up kills. There you go. They're all dead. So this American team has been wiped out. The 3 guys right here, if you want to point that, right in the front. So this team has been wiped out. They're gone. The Americans lose another dice. Germans. I'm going to move this track back, so this way we don't have any loss of dice. So 12 inches back. There you go. And then I'm going to move. These guys have not fired yet. Okay, so this team is going to fire at these guys on the sandbags, and they will advance and then fire. We're going to take a gamble like this. So advancing for 6, so they get closer. So that's 2, 3, plus 5, 8, 9, 10, 12 shots. They hit on 6s because they're behind cover, plus or minus 1 from advancing. So it was 3, 4, 5, so 6. We have 12 shots. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And it's a small team now at this point. So let's say the 6. We need 6s to kill. 12 chances to get a 6. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. 1 kill. Let's see if it's significant. No. So 1 rifleman is dead. Actually, the shotgun guy. And the Americans take 1 more pin. Now they become 5. Okay. Germans again. This track, since there is no room to go through in town, is going to go back now as well. Turning, I believe that might be count for some part of the distance. We're going to move just 12 inches instead of 18. Okay. Americans, this machine gun team, actually the cannon here is going to fire on that track right here, on the STKFZ 222, I believe. Okay, so they have 2 pins. there is no officer nearby. Okay, so we're gonna get our dice here, the yellow dice, to get the 2 pins. We're gonna take a morale check. So right here, this team, I have 4 pins, excuse me, 4 pins. So it was a 10 minus, no actually 9 minus 4, 5. They need 5 or less to pass. And they got 6, so they haven't. Therefore, that's it, they lost their turn. Americans again. The machine gun is going to try to fire. They have 4 pins, they take a morale check. So they need also the same. So 5 or better. I'm sorry, they have 3 pins. No, wait. 4 pins, that's right. 3 men are dead. So 5 or better. Nope, they failed. Americans again. This team is gonna stay where it is here. They stay. I'm gonna put them on ambush. They're up on the roof. Where's the ambush? Okay, right here. Ambush. Next, Americans again. This squad here is going to fire their weapons at that team over here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. 12 shots, plus this is 12 inches. The submachine can reach as well. 14 shots. 14 shots. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 dice here. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 shots. This team is going to go down. So there goes the die used. So they're halving the kill shots. It would have been 4, 5, and 6. Now it's 5 and 6. I'm sorry, it was 4, 5, and 6. 3, 4, 5, and 6 because of the difference. So now it's going to be just 5 and 6. So let's see if they get 5 and 6 to hit or to kill. There's a 6, 6, 5, and 5. That's it. So we have 4 kills. Let's see if these 6s are anything significant. No. Okay, so 4 troops are dead. 2, 3, 4 out. Next shot. Germans. Now this team here is going to advance 6 inches. And they're gonna fire at these guys. So that is 1, 2, 3. They do have a mortar here as well. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5, 10. I don't include the mortar as that. So, yeah, they're gonna fire their rifles here. 10 shots. 4, 5, 10. They need 6s to kill because they move. There you go. There's a 6 to 6. See if it's significant. No. So they do take out 2 riflemen here. I think they had better chances with the rifles than the mortar in this case. And it looks like they did. They killed 2 guys. Next. Germans. The officer here is going to activate 1 more die. And he's going to activate this vehicle. They're going to fire their weapon at the cannon. Right there. So we need 4, 5, or 6 to hit. 5, it's a hit. And then we take damage. 6, so this is out. This weapon is out, it's been destroyed. So I'm going to remove the model and the dice with it. Here we go. They're out. Okay? Okay. Next die, Germans. And at this point, what do I have here left? It's gonna be these two guys firing their weapons to some machine guns on these guys. 4 shots, they need 6 to kill. 6 to kill. The Italian guy and German guy. There's a 6 and they killed 1. So they take out, let's see if it's significant. No, no choice. So we're gonna give up, I don't know what to do here, BAR or the officer. I mean the NCO. Let's say the NCO is down. And this guy will take, well, he has 6 points now, 6 pin markers after this. Next we have the Americans again. And this team hasn't fired, but I'm going to, let me see, I'm going to have him try to fall back, if he can do that. So basically it was a 10 minus 6. Well, he needs 3 or better. He failed. That's it. So he stays in place. And now we have an American die again. The sniper team right here on the roof. They're going to take a shot at the officer over here. They need a 6 to kill. Roll it. 2. Failed. Next, an American dies. The tank is going to fire a shot. If you come this way and see from this position, stay there and I'll show you. The tank can clearly see, or partially, the half track right here. So they're going to fire a shot at the half track. Right, let's see what happens. So we need a 4, 5, or 6 to hit. And I'm going to stay here and I'm going to roll it here. 4, 5, or 6. Oh, it's a 4. So we have a hit. And we roll for damage. 2. I believe 2 is immobilized. Yeah, I'm going to have to consult the manual later. But for now, let's say it's immobilized. And nothing else happens there. But I will look and resolve this on the next round. Americans again. We have the bazooka team. They're gonna move right here. See this bazooka team, there's a tank. See right here is the team. This team. They might actually fire their bazooka. No, they're gonna move here. In position right here. And they will take a shot at the tank over there. So they move and fire. They need a 6 to hit. It's a little murky here. I don't know if they can move and fire, but I'll treat them as regular infantry where they move and they can fire. So we need a 6 to hit the tank. It's close range, I guess. Yeah, it's 24 inches from bazooka. Here we go. 6. No, it's a 3. It failed. Okay. Another American dice. This bazooka team here is going to move up 12 inches right here. So they're going to move. Go closer to the action. And the half track here is going to stay. Next, Germans. The track is going to retreat. So we're going to take out this track right here. You see? This one here. Sorry. This one is going to turn around and bail out. So from here, say about 12 inches. There you go. One more for the Germans, who hasn't gone yet. The officer here is going to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117 advance 6 inches, and he's gonna fire his weapon at the lone troop over there. So it's 2 plus 1, 3 shots, and I need 6 to kill. So right here, they're firing at this guy behind the sandbag. Let's see. And here's the result of the dice. 5, they failed. Alright. Next, another American dice. The medic hasn't done anything here. There. The medic is going to move. Is going to fall back. See, the medic is right here. And he's going to fall back to this position here. So these are a medic. And one more dice of the Germans. What do we have? This tank hasn't played yet. He's going to fire his cannon. I can't see any of the vehicles. He's going to fire at the machine gun right here. Right. So, one shot right here. Needs a 4, 5, or 6 to hit. 2. Nothing there. And then the machine gun is going to be fired at the snipers right there. So that's 5 shots. They're behind hard cover. I'm sorry, the sniper is here. Sniper team right here. So it's going to be a 6 to kill. Let's see if we get anything like that. Oh yeah, there's a 6. So the sniper team is losing one of their troops. And they do take 1 pin. So here, this guy's out. They both have sniper rifles. So I just put them there. And now they have 1 pin, or he has 1 pin. And that's it. This concludes round 4. And we'll continue with round 5 next. Thank you for watching.